The measure of a man is what he does with power. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Courage is knowing what not to fear. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Love is born into every human being. It calls back the halves of our original nature together. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. The measure of a man is what he does with power. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. The just man is the happy man. An unexamined life is not worth living. Knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Courage is knowing what not to fear. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. The greatest penalty of evil-doing, namely, to grow into the likeness of bad men. When the tyrant has disposed of foreign enemies by conquest or treaty, and there is nothing to fear from them, then he is always stirring up some war or other in order that the people may require a leader. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. The most important part of education is proper training in the nursery. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. The greatest and noblest pleasure which we have in this world is to discover new truths, and the next is to shake off old prejudices. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. Let parents bequeath to their children not riches, but the spirit of reverence. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. Ideas are the source of all things. The highest reach of injustice is to be deemed just when you are not. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. The most important part of education is proper training in the nursery. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The just man is the happy man. Courage is knowing what not to fear.